Hello everyone. Let's we see isolator. Isolator are a disconnecting switch which can be used for disconnecting a circuit under no current condition. They are generally used along with a circuit breaker, and isolator can be opened only specific current breaking or current making. Isolator is even used for breaking load current. Okay, so different isolators is used before and after the circuit breaker for disconnecting your line. Okay, when there is a no current or there is a absence of current in your circuit or in your line. Okay, so this is a isolator. Next one, most important thing which is used in your line, that is which is used for your line, which is earthing switch. Earthing switch is connected between line conductor and earth. Okay, normally it is open, in normal condition it is open, but when the line is disconnected, okay, at that situation the earthing switch is closed so as to discharge all the charge, all the surge which is trapped on the line capacitance to the earth. Now the earthing switch are mounted on the fringe of a isolator. Next one, there is some sequence of isolators, circuit breakers, and earthing switches. That is, first one, when you want to disconnect the line at that situation, means while opening condition, first one open circuit breaker, second one open isolator, and third one close earthing switch. So while closing the circuit or closing the line, when we want to close the line when fault is clear or when everything is normal, at that situation the sequence is, first one ensure circuit breaker is open, after that second one stage is open earthing switch, then third one stage is close isolator, and fourth one is close circuit breaker. Circuit is now closed, interlocks are provided to ensure such a sequence. So this is a sequence of isolator, this is a sequence of closing and opening the line. Next one thing or next one part, it is rating of isolator and testing. So before this rating of isolator and testing, we see the diagram of isolator. This is a diagram of isolator. In that diagram, first one show, here is a show incoming conductor which is connected to your isolator. This is the operating blade. Then next one, contacts, there is a ring for hook sticks operation. Next one, there is a mounting insulator. This is the mounting insulator, this is the base. Okay, so when this blade is open, okay, when this blade is open, your line is disconnected from prior or after connection. तुमची लाईन जी काय टोटली काय होणार आहे, डिस्कनेक्ट होणार आहे जेव्हा हे ब्लेड या कॉन्टॅक्ट्स मधून ओपन होईल. ॲट दॅट सिच्युएशन युअर लाईन इज डिस्कनेक्टेड, त्यावेळेस तुमची लाईन काय होणार आहे, टोटली डिस्कनेक्ट होणार आहे. सो दिस इज अ आयसोलेटर. There is a actual two type of isolator. First one single pole isolator and second one three pole isolator. Okay, single pole isolator, it is used for the single phase, or three pole isolator is used for the three phase. You can also use the single pole isolator for the three phase, but three different isolators or three different units is three different single pole isolators are required for the three phase system. Okay, so this is the diagram of isolator. After that we want to see the rating of isolator and testing. Okay, so there is no any specific rating is given here, but similar to the rating of equivalent high voltage AC circuit breaker, its rating is same, means the rated insulation level, rated voltage, normal current rating and short time current rating are similar to the rating of an equivalent high voltage AC circuit breaker. Okay, one line consists of some voltage circuit breaker, then the voltage of that circuit breaker is similar to the voltage rating of a isolator. Isolator don't having a breaking current or making current capacity. It don't have any breaking current or making current capacity. The following tests are conducted on isolators. There is a different test which is conducted on isolator. First one, type test. In that type test, there is another different test are there. First one, temperature rise test, power frequency voltage test, impulse voltage withstand test, mechanical endurance test, millivoltage drop test, short time current test, Okay, these are the type test which is performed on the isolator. Next one, a routine test. That is first one, power frequency withstand test, mechanical operation test, and measurement of resistance test. So these are the different tests which is performed on the isolator. After that, air brake isolator. So air brake isolator, which is used to isolate the line. These may be horizontal or vertical brake type. It may be horizontally brake or vertically brake, depends. After that, these are used on overhead line and substation. While erecting them, care should be taken that the contact make and break at the same time. Their purpose is to ensure the proper forcing on the isolator movement in opening the switch, and then smoothing action after the circuit has broken, or the forcing action, the first movement of closing, and smoothing action as it is closed. It is essential that all the springs are similarly adjusted if the making or during the making and breaking. So after that, types of switch gear. First one, there is a LT switch gear and HT switch gear. So LT, low tension switch gear, HT, high tension switch gear. In LT switch gear, these consist of earth fault protection and overcurrent protection. The maximum capacity of LT switch gear is 1000 ampere. Capacity of this switch gear is selected according to the load requirement. Okay, so जसं लोड रिक्वायरमेंट असेल त्यानुसार त्याची कपॅसिटी सिलेक्ट केली जाणार आहे. तुमचा जो काही लोड आहे त्या लोडनुसार त्याचे करंट रेटिंग ठरवले जाणार आहेत. बट इट्स मॅक्सिमम कपॅसिटी इज 1000 एम्पियर. द कपॅसिटी ऑफ इनकमिंग अँड आउटगोइंग केबल इन द पॅनल बोर्ड इज ऑल्सो सिलेक्टेड अकॉर्डिंग टू द कपॅसिटी ऑफ स्विच गियर. इनकमिंग अँड आउटगोइंग पॅनल बोर्ड इज ऑल्सो सिलेक्टेड अकॉर्डिंग टू द स्विच गियर इन्स्टॉल्ड ऑन द पॅनल बोर्ड. तर पॅनल बोर्डवरती जे काही स्विच गियर्स असणार आहेत त्या स्विच गियरनुसार त्याचे जे काही पॅनल्स आहेत त्या पॅनल्सची सुद्धा कपॅसिटी डिसाईड केलेली असणार आहे. समटाईम कपलर आर ऑल्सो यूज्ड इन द पॅनल बोर्ड विथ बस बार टू कनेक्ट द सप्लाय alternately according to the load demand and to increases the life of the switch gear. If the contacts are placed in oil, okay, then the switch gear is known as oil circuit breaker, and if the contacts is placed in air, then the switch gear is known as air circuit breaker. So there is a two types of LT switch gear. First one, air circuit breaker. Second one, oil circuit breaker. It is depends upon the medium in which the contacts are placed. Okay, next one, it is a HT switch gear. These switch gears consist of three parts or three things. That is first one, a protection device relay. Second one, circuit breaker. Third one, instrument transformer. So the protection device relay, that is 2 number of overcurrent relay and 1 number of earth fault relay fed with a battery circuit of 24 volt. 2 number of overcurrent relay are there and 1 number of fault relay are there. Okay, next one, in next one slide it is given the diagram of HT switch gear with operation of relay circuit. So in that diagram, let's we see it is a relay contact. After that, there is a battery. This is a coil. This is from circuit CT. This is from CT, and there is a transformer coil. There is a main circuit. Okay, so when the fault is happening at that situation, this main circuit is tripped, and this make a relay contacts, and from current it make a relay contact, and actual circuit is closed, and because of that your circuit breaker is tripped. So this is a HT switch gear. After that, we want to see the operating mechanism of HT switch gear. So what is exactly operating mechanism of HT switch gear? The HT switch gear consists of closing, tripping and interlocking mechanism of circuit breaker, usually connected to common bus bar. The isolator are provided on both sides of the circuit breaker. To disconnect them or to make them dead from live part, to keep them ready for repair and maintenance without any danger. The electrical or mechanical interlocking help the circuit breaker to open for opening the isolator, and isolators are open before opening or removal of any cover or barriers. So this is a ब्लॉक डायग्राम ऑफ HT स्विच गिअर. ओके, आपल्याला ह्या डायग्राममध्ये काय काय दिसतंय? Cable and box. After that, this is a relay. After that, plunger, means there is a moving contact is connected to plunger. This is a fixed contact, or this tank is oil filled. Okay, so because of that it's known as oil filled circuit breaker. Okay, so this is the HT switch gear. After that, there is some guideline for maintenance of switch gear. So what is the guideline for maintenance of switch gear? Inspection, servicing, examine and overhaul depends upon. Okay, for inspection, servicing and examine, it depends upon different points. So which points are there? First one, the environmental condition like chemical, dust, humidity, moisture and changing of ambient temperature. Next one, rated current operating duty and frequency operation. Okay, फर्स्ट वन थिंग्स मध्ये सांगितलेलं आहे की एन्व्हायरमेंटल कंडिशन कशी आहे, केमिकल प्रेझेंट्स आहेत का, डस्ट प्रेझेंट्स आहेत का, ह्युमिडिटी प्रेझेंट आहे का, मॉइश्चर कंटेंट प्रेझेंट्स आहेत का, ॲम्बियंट टेम्परेचर काय आहे, ह्या सगळ्या गोष्टींवरती त्यांची सर्व्हिसिंग, एक्झामिनेशन, ओव्हरलोड डिपेंड्स होतात. त्याच्याचबरोबर रेटेड करंट काय आहे, ऑपरेटिंग ड्युटीज आणि फ्रिक्वेन्सी ऑपरेशन काय आहे, ह्या सगळ्या गोष्टी महत्त्वाच्या आहेत. ठीक आहे. नेक्स्ट वन, रिपीटेड ऑपरेशन. इफ इट इज रिपीटेड ऑपरेशन, दॅट इज स्विचिंग. इफ देर इज अ रिपीटिंग ऑपरेशन, दॅट इज अ ऑपरेटिंग ड्युटी or switching duty. Then guideline are obtained from the manufacturing. It is difficult to get the exact manufacturer schedule meeting local requirement of each site. So the maintenance schedule is framed after initial periodic inspection at the site. It is necessary to keep the distinction between the maintenance of fixed device like bus bar, insulator, enclosure, etc. and switching devices like circuit breaker, contactor, isolator and earthing switches, etc. having moving part. Okay, so we want to take a proper regular maintenance of all these things, periodic maintenance, periodic inspection of all these things. If there is a periodic inspection, then all these things, all those equipments which is in a proper working condition, so maintenance is done as per the instruction which is given in a manufacturing, which is given from the manufacturer. And if there is a continuously inspection, continuously maintenance is take place, then the repeated operation or the operation of that all these things or operation of all the equipment is make proper. We know that in a number of devices, number of things, there is a moving part are there, but in a circuit breaker there is a one moving part. A regular inspection and servicing is required for removing dust, dump and corrosion, etc. from the fixed part. Okay, next one, there is another one part which is a fixed part. Okay, one fixed part, one moving part. So from fixed part, what type of inspection is done, what type of servicing is required? That is removing of the dust, clamp, corrosion, etc. from the fixed part. This part is continuously fixed on one place. So because of that, regular inspection or regular removing of dust, dirt, okay, or corrosion from this part. A regular inspection and periodic replacement of worn out part is needed for moving part. Okay, if there is a moving part, then regular inspection is required, and periodic replacement of worn out part is needed for moving part, because it is a continuously moving. So there is a regular inspection, and if there is any worn out on that moving part, then we want to replace it. After that, HT and LT circuit breakers. Okay, so there is a different circuit breakers are there, HT circuit breakers and LT circuit breaker. So first one, introduction of that circuit breakers. Circuit breaker is a device which we know that काय करतो हा सर्किट ब्रेकर, मेक और ब्रेक अ सर्किट either manually or by remote control under normal working condition, and break a circuit automatically under fault condition. There is a two things. First one, make and break circuit under manually. आपण मॅन्युअली ते कंट्रोल मेक ब्रेक करू शकतो बाय रिमोट कंट्रोल थ्रू, बट अंडर कधी करणार आहे आपण ते, वेन सर्किट सिस्टम इज नॉर्मल, देर इज नो एनी फॉल्ट इज जनरेटेड, ॲट दॅट टाइम only we can make and break the circuit by remote control or by manual process. Next one, second one process is break a circuit automatically under fault condition. When there is any breakdown is happen, when there is any abnormal condition is happen, at that situation this circuit is automatically break. Okay, next one, the circuit breaker is just a switch which can operate under normal and abnormal condition, both manually or automatically. To perform above operation, a circuit breaker essentially consists of fixed and moving contact. We know that there is a two contact in a circuit breaker. First one is a fixed contact, second one is a moving contact called electrode. When a fault occur on the power system, the trip coil of the circuit breaker is energized. ओके, व्हेन देयर इज अ फॉल्ट इन एनी पॉवर सिस्टीम ॲट दॅट टाईम काय होतं आहे, तुझी काही ट्रिप कॉईल आहे ती काय होणार आहे, एनर्जाइज होणार आहे आणि त्याच्यामुळे काय होतं आहे, विच पुल्स अ पार्ट मूविंग पार्ट बिकॉज ऑफ ट्रिप द कॉईल इज ट्रिप. So at that situation it pull the moving contact from the fixed contact, so there is a gap between the moving contact and fixed contact, thus open the circuit on the basis of medium used for the arc quenching the circuit breaker. सो ॲट दॅट टाईम जेव्हा मुव्हिंग कॉन्टॅक्ट आणि पुल होतो आहे फिक्स्ड कॉन्टॅक्टपासून, त्याच्यामध्ये एक आर्क फॉर्मेशन होणार आहे अँड दिस आर्क इज कंटिन्युअसली इन प्रेझेंट विथ द मीडियम विच इज यूज्ड फॉर द सराउंडिंग टू क्वेंचिंग दिस आर्क. म्हणजे जे मीडियम यूज केलं आहे त्या आर्क क्वेंचिंगसाठी त्याच्यामध्ये ती आर्क राहते आहे. मग ते मीडियम कुठलं असू शकतं, सो अकॉर्डिंग टू दॅट मीडियम देअर इज अ सर्किट ब्रेकर कॅन बी क्लासिफाईड. सो डिफरंट टाईप्स ऑफ मीडियम आर देअर. फर्स्ट वन, so first one type is a oil circuit breaker. Why? Because the arc quenching medium is oil, that is a transformer oil. Next one, air blast circuit breaker, in which the air is utilized for extinguish the arc. Next one, sulfur hexafluoride circuit breaker. What is sulfur hexafluoride? It is a SF6 gas. Sulfur hexafluoride gas आहे and it is used for the arc excitation purpose. So this three are maximally used for the arc quenching purpose or arc quenching circuit breakers purpose. So main part of circuit breakers, there is a different parts, different things in a circuit breaker. First one, main part of circuit breaker is pole with interrupt, support, porcelain, arc quenching medium, etc. Operating mechanism, support structure and control cabinet, all these parts of circuit breaker. Next one, the part of circuit breaker connected in a phase called the pole. Okay, so what is a pole? Means the part of circuit breaker which is connected to the phase or connected to the line, it is a pole. After that, circuit breaker suitable for three-phase system, it is called as triple pole circuit breaker. Each pole of circuit breaker interrupts or arc extinguish. Each pole of circuit breaker is placed or arc quenching purpose are placed in a chamber. The interrupts are mounted on the support insulator. The interrupts enclose a part of fixed and moving contact. जे काही interrupt आहेत एका चेंबरमध्ये फिक्स केलेले आहेत. When there is any fault, any things are there, it is supported on the insulator. When there is any fault is happening, at that time this interrupter is enclosed. At that time this interrupter is open. A part of fixed and moving contact. The interrupts are enclosed a part of a pair of fixed and moving contact. The moving contact can be drawn apart by means of operating links or operating medium. The operating mechanism of the circuit breaker gives the necessary energy for opening and closing of contact of circuit breakers. Okay, next one part, it is we want to study the separate HT and LT circuit breakers. This session is seen in next lecture.